Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your pants, because today we are talking about one of the most heated topics in Clash Royale, which is overpowered cards. So today we're going to talk about the top 5 most overpowered cards in Clash Royale, and let's just freaking get into it. Now, to be honest, guys, Clash Royale is actually a fairly well-balanced game. If you guys remember playing it like before Christmas, there weren't too many cards that were like, oh my god, please nerf that, I get beat by it every single time. It's actually a fairly well-balanced game, and so these first couple cards are really not that overpowered. The only thing I can say for the miner is that I wish when it traveled underground, you know, and you see it going like this, I wish it went in a straight line so that you could predict, you know, where it's going to pop up. Otherwise, it's really hard to predict, and sometimes it's like almost guaranteed a little bit of damage on the tower unless you can stop it. But that is why the miner hits the number 5 spot. It's not really that overpowered, but it is pretty strong of a card. Now, the number 4 spot is the Graveyard, which is another card where you guys might look at me and be like, hey, that card is not overpowered, it can get shut down pretty easily, and I agree for the most part, but if you're caught with a deck that doesn't really have a good counter, or if you don't have a good counter to it in your hand, it'll take your tower down in like 2 seconds, trust me. Like, if you don't have the right cards to kill the skeletons, it will be gone. So I think this card needs tweaked just a little bit. It's not that overpowered, it's kind of borderline strong or overpowered. Maybe if they decrease the skeleton count by like 2 skeletons, which doesn't sound like a lot, guys, but trust me, if there's 2 less skeletons, it'll get a little bit less damage done, and then I think this card might be a little bit better balanced. Now, at the number 3 spot, we have the Bowler, the bad man himself. He's actually made a lot of my top 5 lists, so he's pretty cool apparently, but he is actually slightly overpowered, which is kind of annoying. He's one of those annoying cards that you face that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm facing a Bowler deck. And he's really only slightly overpowered, but he shuts down like every single ground troop in the game. Like, you name it, he shuts down barbs, he'll shut down the mini P.E.K.K.A, the Valkyrie, the Lumberjack, a Knight. There's no ground troop that is really good at taking out the Bowler. You can place the skeleton army, but if they have zap or log, they'll just log or zap those skeletons right away. He's a really good tank for the Graveyard, so it makes that even harder to take out. And really, guys, if you don't have a lot of air troops to take out the Bowler, there's not much good at taking him out except for, you know, Inferno Tower if you have to use it against him. But guys, that is why the Bowler makes the number 3 spot. You know what it is, boys. The number 2 spot belongs to the fat man himself, the Royal Giant, who has actually been one of the most overpowered cards in Clash Royale for a long time now. People have been wondering, when is he going to get nerfed? And he has actually been nerfed already. I think his fire rate was slowed, but he is still super strong. You might be able to defend him with an Inferno Tower, but they could always just lightning it, zap it, and now with the Electro Wizard, they can use that on it. You could defend it with Skeleton Army, but that gets logged every time, so your best bet is Barbs, but even then, he's still getting shots off. And I used to get mad when I faced this deck every time I would get Royal Giant Furnace, but now, because of the most overpowered card, he seems pretty easy to defend to me. At the number 1 spot, the most overpowered card are arrows. No, wait, could it be?
Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, yeah!
Guys, I don't even need to tell you that the Elite Barbarians are the most overpowered card in Clash Royale, because every time you open up your app, you play a game, and guess what? You're going to be facing Elite Barbarians. What the heck was Supercell thinking when they gave these cards a buff? Yes, I understand they weren't very good, but usually you see them give cards like a 5% health increase, maybe a 5% damage increase, a short fire rate increase. But no, Supercell was like, hell with that, we're giving them 17% health increase, 15% damage increase, double it! Freaking make them amazing, make them godlike. These troops are absolutely ridiculous now because Elite Barbarians will bowl through everything. They'll take out the bowler, they'll take out any ground troop, and they're gonna get to the tower so fast, you don't even know what cards to put down to stop them. And if you put down Skeleton Army, it's gonna get zapped, and by the time you put something else down, they're on the tower. You're freaking out. Supercell, nerf the Elite Barbarians or people are gonna stop playing Clash Royale. I already know a bunch of people that have quit because they're tired of playing the Elite Barbarians. And now, I get it, you made a mistake. You didn't realize they were gonna be that powerful, but please, send out a patch soon. Guys, this has been the top 5 overpowered cards. Let me know if you agree with my list down in the comment section below, and give me an idea for the next top 5 I make. And always guys, subscribe, absolutely destroy that like button, and I will see you in the next one.